Everybody asking me what happened up there. I just stopped out here. There's other people out here. But what I heard was it was supposed to be another police shooting over here. It's crazy because I be walking down this damn street. So it's like, you know, the veil is lifting, man. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, they cut off the block, they cut off the road. This is up in Minneapolis, but really a suburb of Minneapolis. So shit, it's the same type of shit. You know what I mean? Election year, the purge, all that shit's going on. So that's really what's popping, man. You know what I mean? So we don't know what it is, but I'm pretty sure y'all will find out because it's gonna hit the news. Peace to my divine infinite consciousness and peace to my divine infinite self in all realms and realities. Yo, we finna touch on this police brutality or police murdering spree that's been going on. Especially how it started up in the high north or Minneapolis or the top of the Nile of the West. You know what I'm saying? The Twin Cities. Alright. So being that that's where I'm at and where I'm from, you know, that whole situation that went down up on 38th Street, you know what I'm saying? That was where I grew up. You know, I got harassed on that corner, man, countless times it seems like, you know? And, but it's like that store was always something. I knew everybody up in that store, you know what I'm saying? The owner, the one who called the police when he was I knew him since he was a boy, you know what I mean? So, or he didn't really call it, but you know, the owner's son, part of the owner's sons, you know what I'm saying, supposedly. So, anyhow, you know, it's some intricate shit that goes along with that. But however, I used to know them when they pops used to be like, yo, get out of the store, boy. You know what I'm saying? And telling us to get out the store all the time and shit, because we used to be posted up on the corner. But that corner was something else. But when I got knowledge of self and I started knowing like, damn, okay, these people was like Muslim and shit, you know? So they still selling swine to our people up in the store. You know what I mean? The people's making them, you know, money, bread, you know what I mean? And they taking pictures and putting the pictures all up on the wall and shit behind them. I never put my picture up there, but I respected them, you know, as far as like, hey, they started a business in the hood and they kept it going. But as far as like all the police brutality that go on and the police being called, especially with, you know, customers that just coming up there to buy some candies and shit like that, ain't doing much, you know, that's like uncalled for. That was like a 90s situation. Now, if that was a setup, being that it's the whole little demographic or the democratic thing going on, and you know how this extra shit's going on with the whole Trump and the deep state and all of that, and you know, with that happening, you know, shit, it could have been, but at the same time, it could have been anyone, because in this state, and especially the city, a lot of niggas get shot by police and don't motherfucking survive. And like I say, it's a lot of like domestic calls that go down here, and like say if you have a woman that calls the police on a man, it's a lot of I just give a full story, you know what I mean? It was a DJ one time for one of the premier radio stations up here, and you know, he had pretty much a you know, an altercation with his girl, but before, you know, the police came, because the girl did call before the police got there, they squashed their shit. And so the dude was telling the police like, nah, we good, and the girl was telling, nah, we all right, you know what I'm saying? But the police took it upon themselves to still taser the dude out in the snow and, you know, kill him. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, damn, it's like y'all, they have a license to kill. Like, these people, a real murderer really enjoys the shit. You know what I'm saying? It's like busting a nut. You can't stop. You know what I mean? It's like you can't stop fucking it, or like until you just like, excuse the language. But you know, it's like that. You know what I'm saying? And so for a true murder, you know what I mean? But everybody up here got a lot of stories, you know, dealing with this shit, because, you know, especially on that corner on 38th, you know, and man, you know, for that to go down, that type of shit happened. Like I say, it happens up here like that regularly. You know what I'm saying? I got a story one time too, you know, getting pulled over after a show I did. And I knew we weren't supposed to get in the car because these police was getting reckless. They out, you know, saying, you know, get in the car, get off the street, crackhead and shit like that. At nighttime, yelling at all the people on the street or people out there, you know what I mean, flashing the lights and shit. So we get in the car and We about to pull off. I'm like, I don't think so. Next thing you know, they pull us over the next block because they flashlight on us getting in the car. I mean, at that time, I had long ass locks and shit, so nobody wasn't having locks at that time. So it was curious to these people. So basically, they pull us over, put the guns all in the chest and everything, different colored guns. It was, you know, different issued out guns. It was more of a chrome weapon. I don't think the police get chrome weapons and shit. But pretty much, you know what I'm saying, it's just the way the demeanor, I guess my energy allowed, and the grace, you know what I'm saying, allowed us to you know, walk away from that situation. But it wasn't in, you know, they had to harass us, and it's a lot of more stories, you know what I'm saying. I'm gonna come back with you and show you. But yeah, it's the top of the Nile of the West, you know what I mean, the Mississippi River or Mississippi River. And the reason why a lot of niggas, we're gonna have to say it like that, black folk, you know what I'm saying, getting shot up and all of that, because, you know, you're not, the whole law, the whole system has been reversed on us, you know what I mean, as far as like the colored situation or the you know, the nationality situation, you know. We're kind of like nomads, and people who have been over, really nomads in our own land, you know. So because when they got over here, they already know that it was already cathedrals built here, you know, there was already structures, schools, you know, these things, and roads and railroad systems already built in America, or what they call terra firma. You know, these things already went down, and it's not the history that they tell you, you know, definitely not that. So this is something that people who are foreigners should be like, damn, why do they hate niggas so much? You can say it like that. Why they hate niggas so much? You know, why they hate black people so much, to the point where they gotta say, you know, Black Lives Matter, you know. And, you know, research that organization, you'll see how that was funded, and how, you know, someone from overseas is kind of funding that. But there's a billionaire too. So anyways, though, I'm gonna get off that subject. But basically, you know, over here, you know, we have lost our nationality, you know, through years and years of brainwashing, to the point whereas we have developed Stockholm syndrome to our abusers, or our narcissistic abusers, and, you know, we kind of wait hand and foot on their approval with shit and things, and that's not the way to do it. So as with any narcissistic relationship, you have to let a motherfucker go. And as soon as they notice that you're about to let them go, they do things to try to get you back. You know what I'm saying? We'll give you some money, give you some prizes, give you some presents, or some shit like that, to keep you still entangled in a toxic relationship, or the toxic relationship that you have with them, or we have with them. So, but basically, you know, the laws is always going to change. Statutes and codes are going to always change until the comet hits, or the meteorites start hitting on this mug. And that just shows, you know, the Great Conjunction is here, which is Saturn and Pluto and Jupiter all in conjunct inside of the house of Capricorn. So they never experienced it, but they knew that would be their end, you know. So this is what we're experiencing now, a civil war that's going on, and niggas just happen to be in the middle and the collateral of this shit. So yeah, it's not about donating to no big organization. You know, find you a nigga that you know that is on point, and he's an alumni, or on point enough to you can learn things from, and donate to that being straight. You know what I mean? Don't gotta go into other shit. And so pretty much, like I say, for someone to be, or people like up here, they got a lot of, I'm gonna wrap this up real quick, where they got restaurants, you know, vegan restaurants and shit like that, you know, and they're made out of like houses and stuff. And so, I gotta drive out, you know, that's what. So, and so they got, like, you know, all the slain black men and women who were slain by the police, man. You know what I'm saying? They could say KKK or whatever, you know what I'm saying? But they painted on the wall, and while they're eating, it's like, damn, you're eating, looking at slain niggas on the wall. Who could do that? I don't even think niggas can do that shit. You know what I'm saying? Look at slain niggas on the wall while they eat that was slain by the police. That's almost like some type of trophy type shit. You see this, like, the psychological shit that's going on, you know what I'm saying? So even though while saying that Black Lives Matter, all we know that black is just a color, it doesn't mean nothing in their de facto court system. It's still, you still have an image of the being that you're talking about. So yeah, it may matter to them, you know what I mean, who gets this energy from the sadness and depression that is caused when all these situations and events occur, being that, you know, a lot of black people naturally are empathic and just been changed and altered and been influenced by their abuser. So They're waking up now though, and the whole world is. So it's like, damn, you know, why don't another nationality or group of, that's right, a group of people or whatever races that be like, damn, what have niggas done to y'all that make y'all hate them so much to do this shit? Because they're not doing that to everyone, but they're doing it just enough though. You know what I'm saying? To keep their foot on their neck type shit. You know what I'm saying? With that being said, I'm gonna say peace. Thank you for all the new subscribers. You know, stay tuned. We're finna get some workout in. We're finna get, you know, some astrology in. We're finna get the tarot in. We're finna get all these divine downloads to help guide you and to get you and keep you on the middle path so you can ascend about this giant. All right. So with that being said, I love you and peace.